Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. Today we have Portsmouth versus Bristol City in the FA Cup third round, and yes, let us talk about the elephant in the room, my wonderful porn stash. Welcome to the brotherhood of that porn stash. I was actually doing it for two reasons. First and foremost was basically because I never brought you that red beard episode that I promised for the 400 and the 1500 sub that subsequently followed. So this is kind of, yeah, let's laugh at Sefian for a little while with this thing, and his 5 chins that he's apparently got during this pandemic. The second is because my wife and children were supposed to be away for this weekend, and I thought I'd surprise them with a little bit of this, but they decided not to go, and yeah. Anyway, so Portsmouth, Bristol City. The main thing I want to talk to you about is the schedule, because it's been a little weird. So, as you can see, we played a ton of matches, most of it friendlies, though. And the reason for that is, after this Chelsea game to this Tottenham game, we had, 7 weeks off? So, absolutely nothing. I did not want to get the legs rusty, so we had a couple friendlies in there. But, last time out, 0-2 loss to Leeds, absolutely pathetic. Really should have brought the Southampton game, especially because they're rivals. Big rivals. I was actually afraid to bring the Southampton game previously. I probably would have if I wasn't so afraid, because if we lost, I'm sure I would have been ribbed for the next decade on this. So, but in the end, we did win 2-0 or 2-1 win at home, following that up with a Leicester away win 1-0. Man City. I mean, 0-0 draw. I'm not unhappy about that. I'm really happy about that. Granted, it's home. I did not bring you this game, even though it's a big name, Man City. Everyone was behind. Everything was defensive. Same with this Chelsea 0-0 draw. Everybody was just so defensively. My wingers were defensive. My wingbacks were defensive. It just wasn't exciting to watch. Aston Villa 2-3. We played okay. We got a couple of average numbers, but Craig McGillivray had a 6-3. But Reece Oxford 7-4. Was it Flynn Downs, Jesse, and Ellis Harrison also doing fairly well? We just couldn't pull it out in the end. Because of this huge break, I decided to throw in a bunch of friendlies. Like I said, I didn't want rusty legs when we came into this Tottenham game. We lost anyway. But I had to play Dorking. Every single year we played Dorking, and I have to play Dorking once more. So 5-1 thrashing over Dorking. Just love that name. Nottingham Forest 3-0 win. Bournemouth, I actually wasn't sure. I was thinking this Bristol City game originally was going to be a Bournemouth match, but I guess because of the FA Cup third round, they moved it. So Bournemouth is not this episode, but Bristol City is. But Bournemouth 4-1 win at home, and then Portsmouth under 23s. I was kind of hoping to have an intra-squad friendly. But apparently when you schedule a friendly, even with your under 23s or your under 18s or whatever you want to do, it's still just those teams. So it's the under 23s versus the starting 11 or the, whatever. So in the end, 6-1 win. I mean, absolute thrashing. Kind of reminded me that my under 23s and below don't really have a lot of good players. They were really good for League One and maybe the Championship. Not so much for the Premier League. Oh well. Tottenham. Everyone, I mean, for the most part, Dobson was good. Reece Oxford was good. Andy Cannon came on and did well. But overall, I'm not unhappy with a 0-1 loss, especially away from home. However, still would have been nice to do a draw that we did with Chelsea and with Man City. Oh well. But today, Bristol City, FA Cup third round. I think we're going to see a couple players that we don't normally see. Keane. I'm glad that Minnesota brought this up, because I'm debating about bringing in Keane. If we look at the schedule, not the schedule, the squad, and this does have a bunch of players on it. So Candelone has not been lighting it up lately. He has not done very well. I mean, it says 688 in the last 5. I'm going to assume that's including the friendlies, but previously, not so much. Mujica is coming back injured again, so that's kind of a bitch. Harrison, I mean, it says, 6'6". Let's just go with that. Haiwula at a 6'9", I'm not unhappy with. Marquis, we knew that wasn't going to do very well. January transfer is tomorrow. So I'm kind of thinking of seeing, kind of tossing Marquis and Harrison's hat in the ring, shall we say. But I was kind of thinking of bringing Keane on. I know Jesse can play in the striker role. Curtis can. I've never really played him there, I don't think. So let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are. It's still a debate. And as you can see, apparently Rafa is back. Flynn Downs and Valderson are not. Unfortunately, calf muscles, calf strain. I guess not wanting rusty legs has kind of screwed us a little. So a bunch of players just went down injured for a little while. I think Watmore actually went down for a couple of days. It was kind of a pain. But because Rafa is technically still not at full fitness and he's still not even returned to full training, 2 days left, I'm going to leave him out of the squad. And this is what we got. Bass comes in goal because it is the FA Cup third round and Bristol City are in the championship. Offord, Raggett, Oxford, and Cedric in the back four. Curtis Seville, Dobson and Alfonso in the midfield, and Candeloni and Haiwula up top. I am really hoping Candeloni can do something. As I was saying, I think, was it the Leeds game where Candeloni was basically just, he got like a great pass, almost an open target, not quite an open target. I mean, the goalie was sort of there, but booted it. And he did that a couple times. If it wasn't the Leeds game, it was one of the following games. And it was stupid. And he's been doing that relatively frequently in the last couple of games. There was, I think, one of the last two friendlies, though. He did get a really nice pass in from Jesse, if I'm not mistaken, and just one-timed it in, and it was phenomenal. But that's what I was hoping from him previously, and have not been getting a lot of it. So Alfonso to Dobson. Over the bar. Already Cedric's got an issue. Bruised knee. Oh, I can't deal with all these injuries. This FM has I'm not going to go on the injuries right now because that's been a bitch, but I understand it. That's normal in football. Is it normal in football where every week at least 3 or 4 players come to the coach and say, hey, I want a new contract? It's been ridiculous. I'm on cautious. Are we doing anything? It's already halftime. They already have an injured player, and there's a goal. Not exactly what I was hoping for. But I'm serious. Every week, there's at least 2 or 3 players that come to me and say, I want a new contract. I don't want to see that again. Luckily, and I don't know if this is FM just kind of balancing itself in the stupidity, but Lee Brown and Tom Naylor, not Naylor, I forget who my assistant captain is, but every time someone comes to me, is like, can you talk to them? This is just stupid. See, Candeloni, this is why you have not been playing. But Lee Brown has been able to squash these things almost every single time. So I don't know what's going on. Thank you. Of course, is it gonna be Curtis? Curtis has been taking him lately. Had one where no, it was Rafa that he missed the target completely. There was nothing on it, and he just missed it. Seriously. Penalties have been an absolute nightmare for us. And I do apologize if the porn stash is a little bit, I don't know, you can't really concentrate on the game. But this thing is so weird. I basically shaved, got out of the shower to get all the, loose hairs off, and my face was like, ooh, it's chilly. I haven't felt this in a long time. But it's not going to stay. Don't you worry. The full beard is coming back at some point. But come on, guys. Come on, guys. Oxford, up to Candelone. Haiwula is breaking free. Could have had one more kick into the box. Oh, my lord. Alfonso. That went to no one. So we're going positive. I don't know. I mean, we crushed Bournemouth. That's a foul. We crushed Bournemouth in the Premier League. And Bristol City, I don't know where they are in the championship, but it is starting to get very annoying. Demand more. I mean, Cedric's not playing well, so god damn it. So Dobson to Seville. I just made a couple of changes. Why would you kick it all the way back there? Seville, Oxford, so obviously they haven't come on yet. But Jesus, Oxford to Cedric. Cedric, who is coming off for Coyle. Dobson, why would you backheel it? See, again, we cannot get that spot anywhere here. We have like a 4%, 5%. Why did I go with 4? 5% chance of actually hitting that target. We have 4 minutes left. Come on, get a goal so we can at least go to not overtime, but penalties or whatever it is now. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. Coyle with the throw-in. Horrible throw-in. Back to Coyle. Passes it up to Jesse, who one-times it off the back heel of Moore into the back of the net. We're not going very attacking anymore. We're going to go balanced. As much as I would love to put this to bed, I don't know. I mean, we have a couple minutes left. We got a minute and a half left. Curtis into the box. No. I was going to say, it doesn't matter anyway, even if it's a penalty. But are those dudes back here? Yes, they are. I don't know what they're doing. So as you can see, it is extra time. Nothing is happening again. And it's started second half extra time. Mother of God. So 5 minutes left, 4 minutes left. Walsh with a corner. Way to go, FM. Cannon to Naylor to Seville, who's going to probably pass it back. Nope. Great. Seville's injured. No one's passing it out. Just pass it out. Come on, pass it out. No one? You're not going to be that nice guy? Just pass it out? I know we haven't been this season. But still, Kachunga, Capania, Walsh to Thomas. My dude is sitting back there, injured. Can someone do something about it, you stinking little pieces of crap? And yet again, in this series, we go to penalties. So, Curtis steps up. Finally finds the back of the freaking net after screwing us with a penalty earlier. Campagna just does a running start. Takes it in. Oh, okay. Jesse. Let's go, Jesse. I honestly, I don't know what to do with that boy. He's going to be finding himself another place next year, I think. Walsh. I mean, what is the percentage of on-target shots for penalties? And how, you know, what's the percentage of getting them in the back of the net? And Cannelloni finally gets the back of the net, too. Another one he's not found in a while outside of a friendly. But seriously, what is the percentage of people? I mean, obviously, more often than not, you score from a penalty. That's why penalties tend to be the easier things. But, I mean, 3, let's see. Can Williams boot it off, or can Bass actually save it for us? Wide. That's what Curtis has been doing on the freaking penalty stand. I don't know what a penalty stand is. I'm just talking out of my ass right now because I really don't want this penalty thing to happen. But I have no choice. Cannon will be the savior. We are heading through the next round. I'm going to guess the next round is going to be Manchester City. I don't know. That's just a thought. But, I mean, 2.17 XG. It's too bad we could not live up to it. That was a good performance, but don't let it get to your heads. Yeah, I think it's more like that. And just like that, you know it's the start of a new freaking week. So you get him to do that. Blah, blah, blah. No longer wants a new deal. Okay. I mean, it's seriously 2 to 3 of those a week. If not more sometimes. It's a huge annoyance, and I'm done with it. Okay, I was really hoping to see who we would play next and get that to you. However, we're heading up to this West Ham game pretty soon, and I don't want to deal with the season expectation just yet. So I am going to leave it there. As you can see, we do sit in 13th place. I'm actually not... I'm enjoying that. Obviously, we were kind of up here at one time, but all these other teams, they just had, I mean, 12... They've played 12 games. We've played 15. I find those kind of annoying because you can't really, yay, we're in 9th. But then all the teams beneath you have still 2 more games in hand. So whatever. We do sit in 13th. 2 games in hand, 2 games in hand. So, I mean, we're going to be 13th, 14th thereabouts for at least a little while. So I'm going to shut up there, though. You will be having the stash for at least one more episode, unless I just don't bring you anything for another about 2 weeks or so. But, one of those quirky things. So anyway, I'm going to shut up. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I am Sefian FM. Take care and enjoy.